What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? We are going to be talking about Jiren'S backstory today. Now, if any of you guys missed episode 127, that is when Jiren'S origin was revealed by Belmont. Now, a quick recap on what Jiren'S backstory is again. He lost his family when he was a kid. His entire village looked like it was massacred. Then he is rescued by a stranger and is taught by the stranger, and he becomes a martial artist. And then later on down the line, he makes companions, and then they start forming like a team. And then this evil villain that killed Jiren'S parents returns, and Jiren loses most of his companions and his teacher at the same time. And then when he tries to rise up on his own with his so-called companions, they leave him high and dry, and he is alone. And for anyone this was something that a lot of people, I think, probably theorize out there, because I've seen so many theories, and this was actually, I think, a very interesting theory. This was like a mix between like Star Wars slash Bruce Wayne and like a little bit of Vegeta. And the reason why I say that is because with Vegeta losing most of his race and his parents, and the same thing with Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. So this, I really wish that the series was not ending, because we would be diving into an amazing backstory with Jiren. Like, okay, he was taught by this mysterious person, so is that the reason why that he's that powerful? More than likely not. I think he's this powerful because he's trained with Belmont, he's trained with Makrita, and it looks like that because he pretty much said that's enough Belmont when he was fighting with 17, and so he has had a very rough upbringing, and it looked like he was a really, sweet kid when he was growing up, like just being a normal kid. And then he turned into like this rock hard, strength is everything, and he changed because he knew that if he did not become stronger, then he may lose anyone he cares about, and he stopped caring about others other than to protect the ones that could not be protected, and that's what he's been doing. And I think he is the one that either first made the Pride Troopers, or the Pride Troopers recruited him. Now again, that's just a theory, it doesn't mean that's correct, but I like this backstory so much because it's so hype right now, because Jiren is such a really high character that so many people have been like, okay, what's his backstory, like why is he like this? And it gives like a hint, and then it's just like, okay, what are we gonna do with this? And it really, I'm hoping that Dragon Ball Super can return, or something can really go into Jiren's backstory, because a lot of fans do like Jiren, and this is major character development for Jiren's character, other than him just being a total tank and non-stop beast from taking out all the warriors that anybody has come across with him. And I think this is really amazing, because so many people have said that, oh, Jiren's a broken character, also, like, he's had no character development. Yes, he's had no character development as of until now, because now we know what has happened to him when he was younger. Now we know why he wants strength. Now we know why he likes to have strength, and now we know how he first started out to become a fighter. Does not mean that this is the man that taught him, whoever this person was, how powerful he is now. That is no guarantee of that. More than likely, he's been trained by several different martial artists, as well as different deities, such as, again, Belmont and Makrita, and possibly other ones. And more than likely, either Belmont found him or Toppo found him. I'm more leaning towards Belmont. I'm more leaning towards that because of how old Belmont is. And again, this was a very long time ago. Depending on how old Jiren was, again, Jiren looked like maybe he was like 5 or 6, and then that's just my guess. And same thing with because Toppo bowed his head, and he knows his story. And if you saw that, Toppo, obviously Jiren's older than Toppo. I'm just gonna guess on that. And Belmont, he's telling all this about someone that he knows the story so well. So obviously he knows this about Jiren because he either heard it from Jiren, or he did his own investigating about Jiren. This is how come he knows this about Jiren, because obviously anyone that has known Jiren during that time period obviously is either dead or possibly told Belmont, and Belmont now knows the story. So there's just a lot in detail that could possibly go into, okay, well, who killed Jiren's parents? Are we ever going to see that evildoer again? Are they going to do something with that? Like, who killed his parents? Why did he kill his parents? Why did he massacre his entire village? Like, is he the only last of his kind? Which it kind of looks like he may be the last of his kind, because of looks like his village got massacred, and maybe that's the reason why that he's so powerful, is because of the type of species he is, as well as because they didn't really say what species he was, where he was from, other than just what happened to him when he was a kid. And this mysterious fighter taught him how to be a martial artist, and then he had companions. He tried to fight the evildoer with him and his friends, and it didn't work. And then they left him. Whoever was left was like, dude, we're not doing this no more, we're done. And he was alone. And he had nobody. He didn't have a teacher. He didn't have no friends. He was alone. And so we don't know how long alone he was. We do not know how long it took him to be part of the Pride Troopers. We do not know how he met Belmont. We do not know how he met Makrita. We do not know when he was trained by Makrita or Belmont, because more than likely he was. I've been saying that for a very long time. Again, how old Jiren is, how old was he when this happened, who killed his parents, and just so many questions, and it just makes my mind really go all over the place. And I'm hoping sooner or later we really get to see this and we get to dive in it, and I'm hoping that the writers and Akira Toriyama gives us something that we can be satisfied with. So let me know what your theories are, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Links down below as normal. Click the notification bell if you guys don't miss none of my videos as well. Also, what did you think of Jiren's backstory? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Were you expecting something else? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. And I'll probably be doing my own theories about this probably later on. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.